Go out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. No, we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening, but all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Minnesota Vikings. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Let's go, B. Big series.
They will run for the first time here with White. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, take it away. You go tight. You got tight. Hey, 24. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Rabbit. And go.
Watson. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, here's Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Mike 54. Go, Capitals, go. We got this. Kill. Bang.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. It's at 2nd and 7. At the 44 right there. 54 Mike. You got double. Oh, let's flare. Hop.
Here's Johnson. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down. We're set. 19. 54. Mike 54. You ain't got nothing. He's coming. We got double up. To the car. He's checking. Crash.
3rd and 2, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36.
I can't believe they even let you play. Check. Shoot. 9.
1st down, here's White. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. 49. Check 49.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
We're set. We're team. 54.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He finds Beckham, complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Vikings pick up the football. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that. Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. I got you. Pop.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Topper! Hey, exit.
Here's 2nd and 8. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
From the gun on 3rd down. Sweet open man is Thielen is complete. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
61, matchbox lights. Shoot.
On second down, this is Madison. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Check. Check. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Now.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Vikings 7, Texans nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On first down, it's Watson. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be taken down, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now White. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson, and that is incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey! Kill!
Out of the gun, Watson. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On first down, Irving. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half, a second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
The quick slant caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
First and goal.
Go. 60 out more. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your 6'6", bullet high. 1-3. Check 3.
They'll try to run with Madison, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Now Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Out. Check. 59. Fresno. Hold it. 55. They're not ready for this, man.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Push him back. 59. Check.
To throw is Watson. Operating from the gun. Flushed out right. It's caught by OBJ. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Mindset. 18. 54. Watch the run. 59. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Come on.
They'll run on first down. It's White. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
First down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
37-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Running out of the gun with White. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Back to throw, Watson. And that will be incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And Diggs has it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Back to throw. Sweep. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Sweep. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. This quarterback now, only 1 pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood. Step.
From the gun. Sweet. It's complete to Diggs. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Operating from the gun. Sweet. The quick slant caught. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Alexander Madison as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Mason Crosby set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Another carry now for Madison. He'll have a first down past the 40. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first and 10. Sweet. Left side caught by Diggs. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. From the gun. Sweet. It's caught. Smith. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Let's go.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on first and 10.
Switch.
Here's Madison. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Crosby connects on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Right there.
Throwing again is Watson. It's caught. Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
First down, Texans.
Mike's set. 19. Mike's 5-4. Get in the weight room. Line him, go. Kill, 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 kill. 59. Alert.
On first down, it's White, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Pull it together. Switch. Check 50. Check 50.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
We got
The
this.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Going on the ground with Madison, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, Sweet. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Check 99.
They'll run it with Madison. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back to throw. Sweep. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but it'll be second down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Looking to throw. Sweep. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Second and 6. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his second touchdown of the night, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, second and a yard from the 34. To throw is Watson. Caught left side. It's Beckham. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Texan first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert.
Watson on first down, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
54 is down, he's coming. Mike's 54. Mike's 50. Spell. Get off the field.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 10 brings up third and inches.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Joker. Wide. Get wide. 54.
Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Watson. Going to throw again. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down.
Yo, my kid pooped. Can you give me 1 minute?
They sack him back right around the 44.
A 10-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten it. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
3rd and long. It's Watson. He's going to go for a big play. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Check safety, check safety. Greystone, travel. Check 52. There. Shoot.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Madison. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards 8.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. 25, check 25, check 25.
Now Watson throwing again. Dancing to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Right there, 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Watch the run, watch the run. Hey,
Watson throwing on 3rd and long. Over the middle to Beckham. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Set. 19. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 54. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Bring it. Bring it. Undercrush. Undercrush. Undercrush.
They'll run on 1st down. It's White. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
54, Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Opting to run again here with White. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
We're set. 19. Check. 25. Man, I got you, I got you, I got you, I got you.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. There he goes, right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Watson. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Ready? 15 line it. 15 line it.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.